Hello, hello, hello. This is my pet peeves in anime. Now, I've seen a lot of videos recently where people go over the tropes in anime that they don't like. Now, they're really common tropes, not common, they're obvious tropes, right? Like fan service, lolicon, like all that stuff. Of course, those things are bad too. Like, they're universally bad things, right, in anime. But I wanted to say my things that I don't like in anime, and they're not for every anime. They're in certain types of anime that only in certain types of anime. It's not like a universal thing, and they only bother me. And they don't really bother me that much. It's like a thing I notice. I'm like, why is that the thing? But they're not in any particular order. I have three of them, and they're not like best to worst. They're just like in random order. They're only three. So the first one is I'm not really like knowledgeable on it too much, but I know it's a thing. Now there's some animes where the whole cast is like female, like the main cast is female, and there's some animes that where the whole cast is male. Like for Love Live, like the main like cast is all female. Now there no for Love Live. I know I've seen Love Live, so for sure I can say there are no prominent characters or any like student characters that are male. But I know it's an all girls school and it's an idol anime, but I just feel like it's so odd where there's like no dudes like at all. Like they're like there may be like a teacher who's a dude, but like all of them are girls. And in sports anime, I haven't seen sports anime. I don't watch sports anime, particularly for the reason that it makes me want to do sports, and then I can't do them. Like I watched Skate the Infinity, and it made me want to skateboard, but then I couldn't skateboard, and that made me really sad. But that's why I don't watch sports anime. Also because there's like a lack of female characters. Like it's all like male guys, like male dudes, and like all of them like uh get shipped together. Like I've noticed that, and like because like there's no like girls in sports animes. Like the everyone like some people, not everyone. I don't partake in that personally, but like they ship all the main characters together. Like the only one I've seen like really is Free. Of course, people ship guys from Free together. I'm not sure. I haven't seen Love Live. I'm not in that fandom where people just ship because there's no like opposite genders really. They just ship all the girls together, all the guys together, which is fine. Ship whatever you want. But I feel like they're kind of grasping at straws because I don't see anything. The only one I can think of, which is Free, is Rin's sister, who like kind of helps their club to swim. I don't know. She has a job. She's a manager or something. She's the only like female character that has like a prominent role. All of them are like dudes, but it kind of makes sense because it's all boys or all girls, like school or like programs they're in teams, so it makes sense why. But I just find it kind of like odd, and I don't watch them very much. Like the only one I watch is Love Live, and Love Live's idol anime, and I like idol animes. But usually I don't watch animes that are like that because I like romance. Like I barely don't watch anything that doesn't have romance in it, and I don't like shipping people that like there's clearly nothing there in shipping. Sure, like, oh, look at them, the way they stare at each other, like in Skates of Infinity. I kind of see it there because I was like, I need some romance. Like, there's nothing here. But that's why I don't watch shows like that because I'm just like looking for romance, and there is none. So, the next one is student teacher relationships. Now, student teacher relationships are like common in like a lot of things in anime. Like, I know that much, right? That's like a common thing. So in shoujo anime, it's really common. Like I don't watch shows like that, but the only one I can think of is Marmalade Boy, and I think Maison Ikoku has it. But the thing with Maison Ikoku is that it's in like the background. It's the main character's like backstory where like her husband died, like she's a widow now, and they had a student teacher relationship. It doesn't bother me that much, but Marmalade Boy has it, and that's why I'm not like kind of iffy about more watching it. Usually shoujo anime has it. Not saying others don't, but I've seen shoujo anime, like old shoujo anime. And I of course don't like it, but like the only like grace I could give it, like benefit of the doubt, like for once, is for it's for Fruits Basket because Fruits Basket is like a student teacher relationship, but like it's like a backstory for Toru's parents, so it's not like in your face. Because if it was like a standalone story where like you see this girl get with this guy who's a teacher, I'd be like, no. But like it's like explaining a lot of things for Fruits Basket, so I don't really care when I watched it there. Because of course it's wrong and it's kind of gross if you just look at it like, oh, this girl's getting the teacher, but like it's showing the backstory, so I'm more concerned about that, like Toru's parents and what they went through and how Toru came to be. than like, oh, this girl is dating a teacher. That's the only way I could say that. But student teacher relationships, I refuse to watch. I don't like it. I personally, it makes me kind of disgusted. Like if it's a guy who's a student or a girl who's a student. Next, third one, which is I think I'm not saying it's worse than the student teacher thing, but I feel like visually it looks very, very, very poor. It reflects very poorly. Now this is also in shoujo anime I've seen, is like a guy like bestiality. It literally looks like bestiality. Like this anime is called Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts, and it's basically a girl who looks like a child. But that's not the worst part of it. It's that she gets with a beast, and he looks like an animal. Like looks like Beauty and the Beast. And I'm not the biggest fan of Beauty and the Beast, not because of that, but I'm not. It's not my favorite. But like this girl just gets with a beast, and sure he turns into a human. Like he turns into a human sometimes, and I guess it looks less weird. I guess, but I'll get to that. But they like kiss and stuff, and then he's like cuddling her like really close, and she just looks so tiny, like close to him, and that looks very, very disturbing, and I don't like that at all. The only reason I watched it is because the story. If this guy wasn't like a beast, it was like a normal guy, like a vampire. I don't know, like something else, and like something. I know it's a big part of the plot that they have to be animals. That's why there's a divide. But I'm like, why can't you give him like a different thing that makes him like not okay for humans? Like he just looks like a straight up animal, and he turns into a human sometimes. Where I'm like, okay, that looks less creepy, I guess. But he just looks like her older brother. He looks so much older than her. It's still better than like bestiality, but like it looks so weird. Like, oh my god, it looks super weird. That's the only one I've seen. I know Ancient Magus Bride has that, but I haven't seen that, so I can't speak on that. If they have like really like intimate looking moments, I don't know if they have that in there, but this is the anime I have seen, and they have like intimate moments, kind of like staring, and then the face. This looks really creepy. Next one, this anime hasn't come out yet, but I just saw it and I was like, this looks like absolute cancer. I don't like. It's this one, and I don't really care to know the name of it, honestly. It looks like this girl, and there's like a wolf in her school or something, and she gets with him basically. The anime hasn't come out yet, but looking at the pictures, this is like normal people, and then like Beastar looking at us, like it looks so weird. And I don't know if he turns into a human, is there something there, or like context? But from what I see visually, I don't care if there's like a context to it. Like how people say, oh, this girl might look like she's 9 years old, but she's actually 300 years. It doesn't matter. It visually looks really creepy. Just to make her look her age. But, like, looking at these pictures, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you can't explain to me, like, oh, this actually is not that bad. This looks really, really creepy. And I've recently seen this. I don't know if back in the day shoujo anime or any animes had that, where the girl or guy is human and the significant other is its love interest is like animal. Like they could have animal tendencies, of course. Like Inuyasha has it. He's not a straight up animal though. I guess it's a demon, but like it visually doesn't look as bad as this. Someone also said Fruits Basket, but like they're not actually animals. They're just cursed to turn into them, and they break it anyways before they start anything. Like Toru's not like kissing Kyo when he's like a cat or something like that. But yeah, that I don't like looking at these kind of things. So these are my three. Of course, some are worse than others, but these are just my three. Of course, fan service, that kind of lolicon, sexualizing, that I hate that too. I stray away from that. But these are the ones that personally bothered me. Let me know what you think, and thank you for watching, and goodbye.